You're listening to SDO Isabela Radio Base Instruction.
Come on, Mape!
Yay!
Mape paawit, Mape pagguhit, Mape sayaw at Mape lusog ka. When learning continues in Mape Edukalidad. Hey!
When learning continues in MAPE Edukalidad.
Welcome, my dear grade 8 learners! I am so excited to be with you today because another historical episode awaits you in MAPE Edukalidad, only here in Radyo Eskwela sa Isabela. I am glad of your willingness to learn through radio. I am Rhea Jane Valle Bernardo, your teacher on air. Listen, learn, and have fun. Are you ready for another learning experience? I know you are very much excited. So, bring out your module that will serve as your guide and your pen and paper for you to take down note important concepts from this episode. Be sure that you are in a comfortable place so that you can hear the broadcast clearly. You may have your snacks with you while listening to our lesson for today. Before we proceed, let's have a short recap of your previous lesson. During our last episode, you have identified selected festivals and theater arts such as Ati-Atihan in the Philippines, Lantern Festival in Thailand, Kodo Taiko Drum Festival in Japan, Bali Dance Festival in Indonesia, and we have also Peking Opera in China. I believe that you have learned more festivals and theaters during your last session. Am I right, class? Very good. Can we proceed now to our next lesson? All right. Before we begin our discussion, let's have a short activity. Get your pen and paper ready for you to write your answers. All you have to do is to write true if the statement is correct and write false if the statement is incorrect. Are you all set now? Let's begin. Number 1. The Peking Opera or Beijing Opera in China started in the late 18th century and fully developed and recognized by the mid-19th century. What is your answer? Correct. The answer is true. Did you get it right?
Yay!
Very good. Number 2. The colors of the 9 shadow puppets of Thailand were not seen because the puppets appear only in shadow against a white sheet, with light shining through from behind. The correct answer is true. I hope you get it right.
Yay!
let's proceed to number 3. Number 3. The Chinese New Year is the longest and most important festivity in the Chinese calendar. This statement is true. Are you correct?
Yay!
Perfect. Number 4. The official training of the dancers of the Balinese Dance Festival of Indonesia starts as young as 7. I know you get it right because the answer is true. And for number 5,
Yay!
in the Taiko Drum Festival of Japan, the drums were used in ancient times to signify the boundaries of a village. The correct answer is true. Did you get the perfect score?
Yay!
That's amazing! For those who were not able to get the perfect score, don't worry because we will discuss more on these theaters and festivals in this episode. So, listen attentively as we discuss them one by one. Are you ready, my dear learners?
Yay!
Nice to hear that. Today, we are going to discuss the history of the festival and theatrical forms of China, Japan, Indonesia, and Thailand. Yes, we will have an amazing tour with these 4 countries. Let's go to China.
Yay!
China is known for their traditional theater art form, and this is called as the Peking Opera or Beijing Opera, which combines music, vocal performance, pantomime, dance, and acrobatics. It started in the late 18th century and became fully developed and recognized by the mid-19th century. It became extremely popular and was regarded as one of the cultural treasures of China during Qing Dynasty. What do you call again the traditional theater art of China? Very good. It is Peking Opera or Beijing Opera. You are really listening. Are you familiar with the most popular festival of China? Very good. It's the Chinese New Year. It is the longest and most important festivity in the Chinese calendar. Chinese New Year is celebrated in countries and territories with significant Chinese populations. During the celebration, the children greet their parents early in the morning by wishing them a healthy and happy New Year, and received money in red paper envelopes. The Chinese New Year is a celebration of reconciliation, forgetting all hatred, and sincerely wishing peace and happiness for everyone. Have you already witnessed a dragon dance? Exactly. Dragon dance is a form of traditional dance and performance in Chinese culture and a highlight of Chinese New Year celebrations held worldwide in Chinatowns around the world. Did you understand, my dear learners? Brilliant! So, let us have a tour in Japan. What do you call the traditional Japanese drama? Exactly, it's the kabuki. It is a form of traditional Japanese drama with highly stylized song, mime, and dance, now performed only by male actors. Kabuki theater is known for the stylization of its drama and for the elaborate makeup worn by some of its performers. Kabuki is therefore sometimes translated as the art of singing and dancing. Again, my dear learners, did you get the concepts of Kabuki theater? That's amazing! How about their festival? Are you familiar with their festival? Yes, you're right. It is the Taiko Drum Festival. In this Japanese festival, drums were used in ancient times to signify the boundaries of a village. Peasant events such as the rice harvest or dance festivals were celebrated with drums. Grade 8 learners, what musical instruments did they use in performing this Taiko festival? Exactly! These drums were also used to pray for rain and other religious ceremonies. Drums lead warriors into battles in order to scare off the enemy. Let us also travel to Indonesia. Did you know that Indonesia has also have a popular theater? Have you heard about it? Wow, nice to hear that. In Indonesia, they have the so-called wayang kulit. It refers to the kinds of puppet theaters. The art of Indonesia is invaded by a strong Hindu-Buddhist tradition due to the migration of Indian culture. Wayang kulit is an ancient Indonesian art of shadow play. Lacy shadow images are projected on a linen screen with a coconut oil lamp or electric light. The dalang or shadow artist manipulates carved leather figures between the lamp and the screen to bring the shadows to life. Can you repeat once again the theater art of Indonesia? Yes, it is the wayang kulit. Do you know that Indonesia also has a festival which they are known for? Do you have an idea of what is this festival? You got it right. It is the Balinese Dance Festival. Balinese dances are very ancient dance tradition that is a part of the religious and artistic expression. In Bali, there are various categories of dance such as the omnipresent Mahabharata and Ramayana. Balinese dance movement is accompanied by the gamelan, a musical ensemble. Multiple level of articulations in the face, eyes, hands, arms, hips, and feet are dominant in belly dance. Are you ready to travel to our final destination?
Yay!
Very good. So, fasten your seatbelt and let us go to the beautiful place of Thailand. Have you tried watching a theatrical play of Thailand? How was it? And what do you call this theater art? I heard it right. It is the Nang Shadow Puppets Show of Thailand. Shadow puppetry is one form of public entertainment in the south of Thailand. The shadow theater is sometimes called Nang Yai or Nang Salung. The performances are normally accompanied by a combination of songs and chants. Each shadow play figure is made from raw cowhide that has been dried and then cut into linen. The characters such as gods and goddesses, kings and queens, magical figures and comedians have a religious theme or contain an episode from the Ramayana epic. My dear learners, can you repeat again the Thailand's popular theater art? Very good, the Nang Shadow Puppet Show. Now, class, do you want to know more about Thailand? Wow, nice to hear that. You are really actively participating. Have you heard that Thailand has also their festival? What is it? Exactly, it is the Thailand Sky Lantern Festival or Yi Peng. It is held not just in Thailand but also in China, Taiwan, and other neighboring countries. This event is about the launching of lanterns, which are actually small hot air balloons. Each release of a sky lantern is a petition, small prayer, or good wishes of the person who released the lantern. This event is held on the full moon of the 12th month in the traditional Thai lunar calendar. Again, what is that festival? Very good! It's Thailand's Sky Lantern Festival. Now, class, that we have discussed the different theater arts and festivals of China, Japan, Indonesia, and Thailand, I am very much positive that you have understood our topic for today's episode. To check your understanding, my dear learners, can you give the 4 theater arts today with their corresponding country? Wow, that's perfect! They are Chinese Peking Opera in China, Kabuki Theater in Japan, Wayang Kulit in Indonesia, and Nang Puppet Show in Thailand. How about their festivals? Excellent! They are Chinese New Year in China, Taiko Drum Festival in Japan, Bali Dance Festival in Indonesia, and lastly, Sky Lantern Festival in Thailand. I think you are now ready for our next activity. Here are the directions. I will read a question and all you have to do is to Identify the letter of the best answer. I will give you 3 seconds to answer each question. Don't worry, I will be stating the situations twice. So, bring out your pen and paper to write your answers. Are you now ready?
Yay!
Let's start. Number 1. Traditional Chinese dance is usually seen during the Chinese New Year celebration. This dance is based on a mystical creature believed by the Chinese people. Number 1. Traditional Chinese dance is usually seen during the Chinese New Year celebration. This dance is based on a mystical creature believed by the Chinese people. Letter A. Dragon dance. Letter B. Lion dance. Letter C. Snake dance. And letter D. Belly dance. You may now write your answer. Number 2. It is the Japanese traditional drama. Number 2. It is the Japanese traditional drama. Letter A. Kabuki theater. Letter B. Peking opera. Letter C. Ng shadow puppet. And letter D. Wayang kulit puppet show. You may now write your answer. Number 3. It is the shadow puppet of Indonesia. Number 3. It is the shadow puppet of Indonesia. Letter A. Kabuki theater. Letter B. Peking opera. Letter C. Ng shadow puppet. And letter D. Wayang kulit puppet show. You may now write your answer. Number 4. This is one of the reasons why Tsai launched hot balloon lanterns into the sky. Number 4. This is one of the reasons why Tsai launched hot balloon lanterns into the sky. Letter A. For fun. Letter B. For hatred. Letter C. Sends away misfortune and bad lucks. Letter D. For personal purpose. You may now write your answer. Number 5. What particular term is used for sky lantern? Number 5. What particular term is used for sky lantern? Letter A. Shanmai. B. Kompai. Letter C. Loy Krasong. And letter D. Yi Peng. We will now check your answers. I want you to be honest in doing so. Can you do that?
Yay!
Very good. Number 1, the answer is letter A. For number 2 is letter A. For number 3 is letter D. For number 4 is letter C. And number 5 is letter D. Did you get a perfect score? Yay! That's amazing! Please give yourselves a round of applause. I hope you have fun in learning our topic for today's episode. Congratulations, Grade 8! I admire your passion of learning. I hope this learning episode will guide you to understand our topic for today. There you have it! The festivals and theater arts of China, Japan, Indonesia, and Thailand. I am glad that you all enjoyed our throwback episode today in Arts 8. On behalf of our scriptwriter, Mr. Brian C. Liamello, and the SDO RBI production team, I am your radio teacher, Rhea Jane Valle Bernardo, reminding you all na sa panahon ng pandemya, walang batang maiiwan sa SDO Isabela. Stay home and stay safe.
Patuloy ang edukasyon para sa ating henerasyon.
Sa daan ng pagkatuto ay walang maiiwan.
Kaya halina sa Radyo Eskwela!